My name is Yara. I have 3 children and a husband. And right now he's job searching. That's why he couldn't be here. I was in California for about 9 months. We moved there because we thought we were going to get better jobs and better housing. And it ended up that we didn't get it. So we moved back here to Washington. We ended up homeless here in Washington. We lived in our car for a few months. Then we got called from the shelter. They asked us if we needed a place to live, and I told them, yeah, we do. We still need a place to live. We ended up living there at the shelter for about a year and 4 months. When we were living at the shelter, we had to share roommates. There's not that much space in our room that we were put in with 5 people. We share rooms with them. We share the kitchen, so sometimes we had to wait for the other family to finish cooking, or they waited for us to finish our cooking for dinner, prepare our meals for our children. Sometimes we had to wait for for maybe an hour and a half for them to finish showering or using the bathroom, because also at the time when we moved in there was cold weather families that were staying in the main area, which those families didn't have room. So we also had to share a bathroom with cold weather people. It got to the point where we were kind of depressed because we couldn't find housing because of the situation, and the economy and all, the rent, it's really high right now. So it's been a roller coaster for us. It's been a struggle. I see a lot of changes ever since we got in here. They're more happier. They love playing outside. They love playing in the garden. They like helping with, out, more. They do more activities than when we were in the homeless shelter. Each month, they send us the newsletters in the mail, and they have a lot of resources that they put on those letters, and it's really helpful. I like it. We like it. We're really blessed to have this place. I want my own place. We want to buy our own house in the future. We love it. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. And I would hate it to go to waste. This is a really nice house, and it's a blessing that we're here.
Yeah, I'm a native of the Olympia area. Of course, we got here when my dad was in the Army and assigned to Fort Lewis. That's when we came, basically the Hawkes Prairie area. So I grew up through the North Thurston school districts. Completely graduated in Thurston, 78, and then went to Evergreen State College for a year. I got the bike so I could need exercise for my legs. I had my back problems, gives me problems walking, so riding a bike is easier actually than walking. I didn't really know where to go, so I went to the senior center downtown. And where do I go? They pointed Homes First. Okay, so I went to visit Homes First and met Leah there, and a couple weeks later, I guess there was an opening for this apartment. She called me, said okay, boom, and it took about 2 weeks more, and here I am. To actually be able to rent a apartment that you can call your own. It's important for your dignity, it's self-worth. When you literally have no income, especially when when you first apply for disability or something like that happens to you, you have no income. So basically within a month at the time I first contacted Homes First, I was in this apartment. And to me, yeah, that's just sheer grace of God that, things like that can happen.
I'm Penny, and I have been in Thurston County for just a couple of years after a home invasion in Tacoma. Never really had a safe place to live my entire life. So dealt with a lot of different traumas, a lot of different things. I was supposed to be in safe places. Things happen and stuff like that. So it was continual. And about, I had been very ill for a long time. About a year and a half ago, I was definitely not in a safe place, but I had a place to stay, and I was spiraling out of control because of the different health issues and the mental health issues from the PTSD and the different things. So I moved in here on September 8th. I have Section 8 now that helps me with it, but I just love the fact that if something happened at Section 8, Homes First is still there. You know, as long as I put the eligibility requirements, you know, financially and everything, but it's a great program. I was just like, they've been the best landlords I've ever had. I just love that they give you this bucket with all these gifts in it. I'm like, wow, I really needed that because I didn't have toilet paper or anything the first night, you know? They're just so passionate, compassionate, and caring, and just personable, you know, and efficient. I mean, very efficient. It's incredible because once the realization that I was safe, that truly, for the first time in 50 years, has brought me out of trauma since I was 3 years old, well, since birth, okay? I mean, and then compounded traumas that have happened. And it's like, for the first time in my life, I have an inner peace. I have, you know, I can breathe, and I have been able to go off of, well, I'll be off of 14 of the 15 medications by next week. Homes First is my first referral to everybody. It's not necessarily just for people that don't have money, it's for people that are wanting to be self-sufficient, that want to work, that want to still have a place, that want to, you know, grow with a place. Now when people contact me, it's the first place I send them.